This is a mask that every man dreams of. Not only can it turn someone into an old man of 80, but it can also transform them into any image they imagine, regardless of gender. When Song Yuanxiang put on the mask, he was surprised to find that he had turned into his old self from his past life. Before he could process what had happened, his maid Qingdai suddenly entered the room, informed him that Song Mu and his party were here to see him. But when she saw the unfamiliar old man before her, she immediately became wary. "Who are you? Where is young Master Yuanxiang?" Hearing this, Song Yuanxiang hurriedly stepped forward to explain. But before he could, Qingdai suddenly drew her sword and attacked. Fortunately, Song Yuanxiang was highly experienced in combat. With lightning speed, he quickly restrained her movements. Realizing she was no match, Qingdai attempted to shout for the guards outside the courtyard. But before she could make a sound, Song Yuanxiang noticed, immediately covered her mouth and nose. Looking at their ambiguous posture in the mirror, he felt a bit embarrassed and whispered, "Don't blame me for this. I told you to stay calm. You were the one who acted rashly." Afterward, he remembered the 4 characters inscribed on the back of the mask. Form follows mind. Could it mean the mask transforms based on one's thoughts? With this in mind, he decided to test it out. Moments later, with a soft sound, he transformed into the appearance of the maid Qingdai. At this moment, the two of them still maintained their earlier posture. "Haha, just as I thought. You can freely transform into whatever you imagine. No wonder I reverted to my original form earlier. It turns out that's how I truly see myself deep inside." Although the commotion inside wasn't loud, it still caught the attention of those outside. Hearing the sound of approaching footsteps, Song Yuanxiang silently cursed, "Not good." He quickly imagined his original appearance. Fortunately, he managed to revert back just in time before being discovered. At this moment, Song Mu, accompanied by 2 young men, entered the room quickly. Seeing their posture, he gave a thumbs up in admiration and said, "Young master, you really know how to have fun. Truly a role model for us all." Song Mu awkwardly cleared his throat and reminded young master, "Tonight is the Song family's banquet. Your fiancé Kong Xinxin will also be attending." Before he could finish, Song Yuanxiang interrupted, all right. Uncle Damu, you've said that 1,000 times today." Qingdai, realizing he really was young Master Yuanxiang, hurriedly tried to apologize, but Song Yuanxiang gestured for silence first, indicating it was fine and not to speak recklessly. "You understand, right? Uncle Damu, what do you need from me?" Hearing this, Song Mu replied, "Yes. Young master, please come to the study for a detailed discussion." With that, they all headed straight to the study. Once there, Song Yuanxiang got straight to the point and asked, "Qingdai was arranged by the old master, wasn't she?" Song Mu nodded and replied, "Yes. This was supposed to be a secret from you. She is an expert of Earth rank from the 3rd unit of the Song family's shadow guards. They can be considered my subordinates." Hearing the term shadow guards, Song Yuanxiang was reminded of his past life, and the group who sacrificed themselves to get him out of Jian City. Song Mu paused, then continued, "The Song family shadow guards are divided into 3 units. Unit 1 handles operations, Unit 2 handles intelligence, and Unit 3 is responsible for protection. From now on, the shadow guards will follow your commands. You will be the master of all the shadow guards. This is Aga, the leader of Unit 1. And this is Ajin, the leader of Unit 2. Aga, Ajin. What kind of names are these?" Song Yuanxiang couldn't help but comment after hearing their names. Both of them knelt down and said, "Subordinate Gao Gaiga greets young Master Yuanxiang." Hearing their full names, Song Yuanxiang felt incredibly awkward. "Your names are interesting. Young master, be careful with your words. They are orphans and their names were given by the 3rd madam, your mother." "Yes, the 3rd madam said my name comes from a story in an ancient civilization. A hero's name supposedly, and mine is even more impressive. The 3rd madam gave me a name that she said belonged to a demon god in the legends of an ancient civilization. Both of us were nameless orphans originally. If not for the fortune of meeting the 3rd madam, I would have starved to death in the slums outside the city." Hearing the words ancient civilization, Song Yuanxiang furrowed his brows slightly. He couldn't understand what kind of background his mother, whom he had no memory of, might have. What should one do when humiliated by their fiancé in front of all their relatives? Even after discovering that his fiancé was manipulative, he not only didn't get angry, but even created 3 powerful heaven-ranked cultivators on the spot. Just a short while ago, with the arrival of the useless 4th uncle, the family banquet officially began. "Go and call Yun Zhao and Yun Hua, those 2 little girls." As soon as the old master finished speaking, the maid beside him acknowledged, and quickly left the hall. Having finished chatting with 4th uncle, Song Yuanxiang returned to his seat, his brows furrowed deeply, his thoughts racing. Most of the people present seemed innocent. Could the traitor Song Yunrui mentioned, the one who caused the Song family's downfall, actually be someone else? It was unclear if the current traitor knew the identity of the so-called illegitimate child in the future. Maybe I should create an opportunity to test him, he thought. While pondering, a little girl suddenly leapt into his arms. "Yunhua, long time no see. Why haven't you grown up yet? You're still such a tiny thing." Hearing this, little Yunhua giggled and replied, Yunhua doesn't want to grow up. Being a child who can do whatever she wants is the best. Ah, adults have way too many rules to follow. Yes, you little rascal. Song Yunshiang affectionately patted her head. Yunhua was the youngest sister in the family, the child of his third uncle and Madame Zhou. Among the third generation of the Song family, she was the closest to him. A ponytailed girl approached from the side. Snapping out of his daze, Song Yunshiang greeted her. Hello, Yunzhao. Yunzhao was the daughter of his second uncle and Madame Zhao. In his past life he didn't interact much with her. She had a reserved and quiet personality. Take a seat, don't just stand there. Let's all sit and talk. After everyone was seated, the old master raised his wine glass. Fill your glasses, let's raise them together. This first toast is to celebrate our success. Song Yunqi immediately raised his hand enthusiastically. I'll pour wine for brother Yunxiang. The latecomers were stunned by this scene. This guy was usually so arrogant. Why the sudden change in behavior today? Master, hold on. Didn't you invite the Kong family guests as well? Thanks to a reminder from the steward Song Mu, the old master suddenly remembered. Oh, that's right. I invited them to the banquet too. In my excitement I completely forgot. Let's not count this toast then. I'll punish myself for it. With that he raised his glass and drank it in one go. Should I go and urge them to come? Song Mu asked. Forget it, don't bother, the old master waved his hand. That brat Kong fan is after all a city lord. A prominent court official. We should give him some face. Let's just wait for a bit. Hearing this, Song Yunrui's eyes lit up. Big sister, is City Lord Kong and Miss Xinxin coming tonight? Is City Lord Kong and Miss Xinxin coming to our house tonight? Seeing his fawning expression, Song Yunsho couldn't help but feel exasperated. I'm telling you, don't call her so affectionately. Kong Xinxin is engaged to Song Yunxiang. She's practically your future sister-in-law. Hearing this, Song Yunrui smiled confidently. Don't worry, Miss Xinxin wouldn't be interested in that loser anyway. Once I break through to Earth rank, and prove that I'm the #1 genius of the Song family, then, I'll ask grandfather to change the engagement to me. A useless parentless good for nothing, versus a genius heir to the Song family's assets. Who do you think City Lord Kong would choose? I'm sure he'll weigh the pros and cons. I really don't get it. Why are all of you so obsessed with Kong Xinxin? I can tell at a glance that she's just a manipulative green tea. Big sister, don't say that. You don't know Miss Kong Xinxin that well. Don't judge people with preconceived notions. Wait a second. Could it be that you're jealous? That Miss Xinxin is more popular than you? Well, it's true. Miss Xinxin is indeed gentler than you. And her figure is better too. As he spoke, he glanced mischievously at her chest. Realizing she was being insulted, Song Yunsho exploded with rage. Song Yunrui, are you looking to die? Seeing his sister's anger, Song Yunrui quickly shouted an excuse and dashed out. Grandfather, I'll take Song Shui to greet City Lord Kong and his party at the main gate. At this moment the maid Qingdai also entered. Why, Ma leader has returned, and wishes to report to you and the Marquis in person. He's waiting in the side hall next door. Hearing this, the old master put down his wineglass. Let's go discuss something. You all stay here and chat for a while. With that, the old master left the hall with Song Yunxiang. Song Yunxi watched curiously from the side. He wanted to secretly follow them and see what was happening, but Qingdai intercepted him at the side hall entrance. With a soft click, the door quietly closed. Inside, two people who had been waiting bowed respectfully. The old master waved them off. No need for formalities, just get to the point. Following the order, Ma Jinhua quickly took a few photos out of his pocket. These were taken by an undercover agent in Dagu Alley. Song Yunxiang glanced at the photos and was instantly embarrassed. They were intimate pictures of Kong Xinxin and Xuan Xiaolu embracing each other. According to our shadow guards, Unit 2 operatives embedded in the Kong family, the Kong family patriarch has broken through to heaven rank and plans to marry Xuan Sha into the family. They're planning to annul the engagement tonight at the banquet. Furthermore, the Kong patriarch has been threatening to clash with the Song family. Earlier, Kong Xinxin was secretly investigating Xuan Sha, alongside City Lord Kong and the Kong patriarch. Our operatives recorded part of their conversation. After speaking, Ma Jinhua pressed the recorder's play button. The voices of Xinxin and Xuan Sha discussing could be heard. Tonight I'll go to the Song family and that good for nothing. My precious Xinxin baby, not to mention marrying into the Kong family. I'd even give up my life for you. Hearing this conversation, everyone in the room was filled with awkward silence. Song Yunxiang, however, understood a bit more. So the Kong family's confidence comes from the newly heaven-ranked Kong patriarch? And they think they can go against my Song family? They're going to make me laugh to death. Yunxiang, how do you plan to handle this? If you want to keep the engagement, the Song family can reveal a few of its trump cards. Hearing this, Song Yunxiang immediately waved his hand in refusal. No need. I have no interest in this engagement. Let's just cancel it, and there's no need to reveal the Song family's trump cards. Hearing this, the old master spoke calmly. But if they're stepping on our face, we can't just sit back and endure it. We won't reveal our cards though. Then let's play a new hand. Aga Ajin Qingdai. As Song Yuanxiang spoke, he reached into his pocket. At your service. The three responded in unison with clasped fists. Their voices rang out sharply and clearly. Haha, let me help you all break through to heaven rank right now. Let's see what confidence the Kong patriarch has. Dare to challenge my Song family. To win his fiancé's heart. This man wanted to use his useless elder brother as a stepping stone. But unexpectedly, the so-called pushover turned out to be a top-level hidden powerhouse. Not only did he summon an unrivaled Lu Bu mech, but he also severed his opponent's arm with one move. At this moment Song Yunrui stood frozen on the spot. How is this possible? What kind of Star Soul general is that red one? The onlookers in the room, watching the battle unfold, were equally shocked. Kong Fan's mind raced as he watched. Song Yuanxiang, he really went from being a cripple with a broken soul vein to becoming the host of the primordial Star Soul. The Grand Eunuch's information was indeed correct. Unaware of the full situation, Kong Zheng quietly stepped forward and asked, Fanner, could this Song Yuanxiang be the legendary Star Soul General Zuo Si? But his appearance seems a bit different. After a pause, Kong Fan replied to his father, over the past 5 years you've been in seclusion to break through to heaven rank. So you might not know this. In recent years rumors have spread in Nanzhou. It's said that the Star Soul General has the ability to transform into the appearance of other Star Soul Generals. Hearing this, Kong Zheng was dumbfounded. What? It has such a power? At this moment several of the ladies stood up in shock. They asked what's going on. The Song patriarch stroked his beard and chuckled heartily. The beast-tide battle at Yuanding City. You've all heard of it, haven't you? Song Yunsho thought back to that rumor. It was said that during the battle of Yuanding City, a red-armored Star Soul General rode a green flame steed and wielded a massive halberd. Like a celestial warrior, he single-handedly turned the tide of battle. Fourth Aunt Song Shi added, I also heard that during the battle, Lone Star Soul General reversed the entire situation. It was the Star Soul General of the first dean of the Nanzhou Mecha Academy, Zuo Si. I didn't expect that person to be Song Yuanxiang. Seeing everyone's astonished expressions, the Song patriarch felt immensely proud and chuckled. Yes, that's right. The host of Star Soul General Zuo Si, the hero of the Yuanding City battle, is none other than my grandson Song Yuanxiang, grandson of Song Jingzong, the Marquis of Jian in Tiandu Nation. This was likely done for Yuanxiang's safety, so all information related to his identity as a host was concealed. Now that you know, it's not too late. I was planning to announce this information at tonight's banquet anyway. Lady He, the eldest aunt, realized something, and her eyes lit up. Father, doesn't this mean that our Marquis Sate of Jian, our Song family, is about to produce a saint-level figure? Second Aunt Lady Cheng was thrilled upon hearing this. This is wonderful. The Song family will have another saint-level figure. If the Song family can return to its peak, my influence in my maiden family will grow even stronger. For Shoer and Ruer's rightful inheritance, I must fight for a share. No matter what, I must maintain good relations with Yuanxiang. I can even swallow my pride if necessary. The Song patriarch inwardly rejoiced. Hehe, it's still a bit premature to talk about a saint-level figure now. Kong brother, what do you think? Kong Zheng, feeling guilty, quickly responded, congratulations Song brother. Congratulations to the Song family. I've always thought Yuanxiang was an extraordinary child, with exceptional talent. This is truly a blessing for the Song family. Ah, and a blessing for our Kong family. And for Xinxin. He then gave a meaningful glance at Kong Xinxin. Xinxin. Kong Xinxin nodded repeatedly on the surface, but inwardly she was muttering to herself. Is Zuo Si really that impressive? HMPH, he's definitely no match for my brother Xuan Sha's Star Soul General Cao Ren. Fourth Uncle Song Kang, however, wore a troubled expression. Yuanxiang, didn't we, the Song family's two useless ones, agree to indulge in wine, women and pleasures together? Why did you suddenly rise to prominence? Does that mean I'm the only useless one left in the Song family? Just as he was feeling dejected, Song Shi suddenly reminded him. Look, Yunrui is getting up to fight back. At that moment on the battlefield outside, the one-armed Song Yunrui staggered to his feet. Even now, he still couldn't figure out how his opponent did it. It's impossible. He must have used some kind of illusion. Yes, that's it, an illusion. Let this genius expose your little trick. Armor reconstruction. With a loud shout, his severed right arm reappeared, reconstructed from energy. Seeing this, Song Yuanxiang raised an eyebrow in surprise. Armor reconstruction? This kid has mastered such an advanced combat technique? It requires complex calculations and precise construction skills. However, if it fails, the soul energy consumption is far less efficient than rebuilding from scratch. Only truly diligent and hard-working geniuses can achieve a consistent success rate. That Song Yunrui has mastered this technique. He's quite talented after all. In that case, let me test your skills using equal level cultivation. Star release, Star Soul, construction. As he finished speaking, a green glow flashed across the field. A Wei Yuan class training mech appeared on the field. Seeing this, Song Yunrui became even more convinced of his suspicion. Why has his aura changed? This is at the peak of the profound rank. Same as mine? Haha, I knew it. The Earth rank aura and appearance from before were illusions after all. Let me expose your illusion with one move. With that he leapt into the air, charging upward. He then swung his weapon fiercely as he descended. Song Yunxiang dodged the attack with ease. His movements as elusive as a ghost. No matter how much Song Yunrui pursued, he couldn't land a hit. Frustrated, Song Yunrui charged again with his sword. Meanwhile, the coachman and the gate guards outside also noticed the scene. Did you teach him the shadow armor guard technique? Hearing Sha Beija's question, Ma San quickly denied it. How could it be me? Wasn't it you? Of course not. Could it be her? Did that little girl secretly get in touch with young Master Yunxiang without us knowing? The battle between the two in the arena continued. By this time Song Yunxiang had retreated to the edge of the arena. Seeing this, Song Yunrui launched an even fiercer attack. Just as he was about to strike, Song Yunxiang performed a backflip, landing behind him. Taking advantage of Song Yunrui's delayed reaction, he pushed off with his feet and leapt into the air. Song Yunrui frowned as he watched this. Copying my moves? How original. However, before he could finish, a blur shot past him like lightning. With a loud bang, Song Yunrui was knocked to the ground by a sudden punch. The attacks didn't stop there. Before he could get up, he was sent flying by a kick. As expected, this kid has studied combat techniques thoroughly, but his adaptability in real combat is still lacking. Lying on the ground, Song Yunrui let out an angry roar. Song Yunxiang, how dare you use such despicable tricks? To cheat me? Hearing this, Song Yunxiang glanced at him disdainfully. All's fair in battle. Your impotent rage is truly pathetic. This is the perfect opportunity to test things out. Let's bluff and see. With that thought in mind, he mocked mercilessly. You've wasted too much energy on theoretical strategies and flashy useless techniques. No wonder second uncle who values practicality never thought much of you. Truly you're far inferior to that bastard. Hearing this, Song Yunrui instantly flew into a rage. That bastard, Song Yunxiang knows about their existence too? Could it be that my sister's previous suspicions were all true?